I'm recording in the same forest I spent my second video in, except this time it is bright out, it's a few months in the future, and it's kind of raining. I wanted to just make a very small video because, again, I haven't made one in a while, and it's kind of like a pseudo-therapist, I guess. Is there a cure for being lonely? I know my last video was really depressing. I was just kind of sitting in my school's room, contemplating problems in my life, but it took me even just an hour just to convince myself to walk outside. And if I struggle that much with walking outside, what am I supposed to do about anything else in my life? I can't force myself to do, I can force myself to do something, but I'm wondering why it took me so long to do something as simple of a task as going outside. I just find that kind of concerning, I guess, because you shouldn't need to convince yourself. Sorry, I had to check my shoes. Convince yourself to go outside, but it's really, really, really a bad thing, I think. And I'm not sure exactly how to get over my fears. I've asked people, I've messaged a group chat if they wanted to see Revenge of the Sith with me, because as I'm recording this, the 20th anniversary started a few days ago. And I really want to see that movie, but my dad's convinced it'd be better if I see it with somebody else, which he's probably right. The only problem is, I don't know if anyone else would be interested really in seeing that. I'm friends with people who have very different interests than me. And while that is great, because I get to see a variety of options and activities, it makes it really hard to pinpoint any one thing that we could do together. And everyone's busy because, I guess there's perks and cons to being the dumb friend in a group of smart people. They're usually more mature than kids in your regular classes, and you get to have more deep conversations with them. But the con is they're always studying, and that there's never really any time to hang out or do anything super interesting. And when they are open to hang out, I either am busy myself because of all the activities I do, or it's because I'm just so terrified and scared about hanging out with somebody who I might think I would ruin the time of. And I know it's a very common concern, a very common fear and frustration, but it's really true, it is. And I'm terrified that people just tolerate me and no one really truly wants to be in my vicinity. It's really depressing, I know, but it's something I really wish could be different. And I think it can be. It's just really going to take a lot of effort. And I'm no stranger to putting in effort for something, but I'm worried that I'll put it in and it'll all be for nothing, and that my time would have been a complete waste. I don't want it to feel like that, but I hope that makes sense. It's like the entire time I'm just living my life, I want to actually experience time with friends before I graduate. I graduate in literally I think 8 weeks, I think. I have 2 months left of school. And I want to do something other than just the basics, like schoolwork, sports, which I have fun with, but I don't know anybody in those that well. And then just walking around and hanging out. It just makes me feel like I've been living on some sort of autopilot, because it feels like since COVID I haven't really had time to hang out with anybody. Quick stop to admire the massiveness of this tree that fell over. I can't even get it fully in frame if I shorten it. Yeah, I'd say that's a good 8 foot tall, I think. No, probably more than that. I don't know. But anyways, I just feel like a nuisance sometimes. Not sometimes, a lot of the time. And that I can't talk to anybody because I don't relate to them. And I know you don't need to relate to somebody all the time to be friends, but you gotta be honest, it does help quite a lot. And sometimes I wish I just was smarter. All my friends are geniuses. They take these super high classes while maintaining friendships. They're able to see people. They go to events. I don't know if you see that, but there's a few deer in front. The kind of running in the hills. But going back to what I said before, I feel like, I don't know, it's hard being friends with people. Even if I was friends with people who were my skill or intelligence level, I feel like I'd struggle with them too. But I feel like they would still give me more opportunities to actually get stuff done and be friendly. Is there a secret cheat code to be friends? But I don't know what it is. I hope there's a secret cheat code, but that doesn't necessarily mean, like, even if I knew what one was, would I even use it properly? Would I even, like, figure myself out enough to set a plan and get everything else done? I don't know. I don't want to ask anyone for that either. I feel like it could be a waste of everybody's time. And my fear is that people visiting me would not want to actually be in my presence. And I think that's a common thing. Do people feel that? I don't know. It's a common thing that I feel. Imagine if that was a real car. That'd be very ominous. But I don't know. Just on top of me not seeing friends with college and everything like that, it makes me scared. I know what I want to major in. Similar to that one world building thing I talked about like 5 months ago, I think. Not 5 months, like 4 or 3. But I wish, like, no one really cares about that. No one I know really cares about that stuff. It's not like I could explain it. It just feels like, God damn, you got a hobby? That's cool. Not like I want to hear about it, and I'm like, wow, that definitely helps. The deer in the corner again. I just wish that I just wish I could hang out with people more. But at the same time, I wonder even more, and I guess it kind of reinforces this belief I have that people don't want to be around me, because a lot of times people care about actually go to lunch or they just hang out outside, but they don't tell me that they're doing it. And then I'm just like, you guys seem to have a lot of fun, but the lot of fun you have, I don't know about it. I don't know how to experience that, and it just leaves me feeling more left out. And I don't want to feel left out. I want to feel like I'm included, that I matter. But I don't know all the times if I matter to these people, or if I should matter to these people. I certainly hope I would. But at the same time, I feel like during college, they're probably going to stop talking to me, and I'll probably never see them again. And that would leave me more alone than I feel now. Because it's like people be like, oh, you might not hang out with them, but at least you can text them and stuff like that. But like, no, if they physically stop talking to me, I'm isolated. I'm alone. That is such a terrible feeling. I wish I knew how to feel better about this. I don't really. Like, how about that? I've walked in a circle, which you haven't been able to tell because it's bored. But I just wish that, I even feel like I'm gonna not see my family. I honestly feel that once my brother and I go to college, we're never gonna see each other again outside of it, unless we're going to family gatherings. And I can say what I want about my brother, and he can say what he wants about me. But on top of everything I have, that just fucking sucks. I don't know how to maintain relationships. I don't know how to fix these massive problems. Ultimately, I just feel like a huge failure that doesn't know what the hell he's doing with his life. I wish I had other things to worry about. I wish my problems were like, I spend too much time with my friends. I wish that was a problem I had. Like those people who never get their grades done, but they always hang out with friends. I wish I had that problem. Because if I had that problem, I wouldn't have to worry about ever seeing my friends, because I'd see them so much. But instead, mine's the opposite. I spend too much time on schoolwork, and I don't spend a lot of time with things I actually like and care about. And my classes aren't even that hard. I procrastinate a shit ton, which is going to screw me in college if I don't fix that. There's no moral or lesson I can figure out in this video, just me ranting about my insecurities. Again, the third time. But still, it doesn't feel like anything's gotten better, and I wish it did. Anyways, I guess that's enough of me talking. So.